vibe. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in.
Hey guys, it's Brooke. So I look the exact same as I did in last week's video because I'm filming 2 videos in one day just because I realized it was Thanksgiving break and I wouldn't really have time to film when I'm home. I don't really want to like bring my camera and stuff, so I'm just filming 2 today since I have time. So I thought for this video I could do it all about my cheer traditions and superstitions. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and I'm gonna get started. Okay, I'm not gonna like separate the traditions and superstitions. I'm just gonna go through what I wrote in my notes. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about the traditions and superstitions from my team last year. So this team was very superstitious. Like, it was crazy. So at practices we had like little handshakes that we did before like full outs, but I know almost every team at my gym does that, and I've seen a lot of teams do that, so that's not like specific to Fury or anything. But I had a handshake with my flyer, one of my bases, and one of our tumblers. And before almost every full out I would like knock on the floor because that's like knocking on wood, because there's wood under like the soft part, I guess is what you would call it, the actual mat. But I would never do that at competitions because I was like paranoid it would count as a deduction for some reason. I don't know. I was really paranoid about it. And then this was more of a tradition, but we would always sing Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana before our full outs, and that was just really fun because it just got up our energy. But then for competitions we were very superstitious. So like the things that the team did as a whole was, number 1, we could never split the pole. And what that means basically is like if you're in a convention center and there's like 6 sets of doors, we all have to go through the same one on the same side. If there are stairs and there's a rail, you have to all be on the left side or the right side. Like, you can't separate. If there's like a pole like this big in the ground and we're walking somewhere as a team, you all have to be on one side of it. Like, I remember at one competition we couldn't split the Germ-X holder. There was like a stand with Germ-X on it and like we had to go on the right side of it. And I have no idea why that's good luck, but it was like a really big deal. And then we also always had to put glitter in our hair, which I didn't like because the glitter does not get out of your hair. And then starting in nationals, we always had to take a sip of 5-Hour Energy. Like, one of the girls on my team brought a little 5-Hour Energy and she'd give each of us a sip. I also didn't like this because I hate 5-Hour Energy. It makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up, but took one for the team and I would take like a tiny sip and then I would drink water and spit out the water because I didn't want the taste in my mouth. Like, I hated 5-Hour Energy, but I did it for my team. And then the 4th thing we always did is we always listened to the Hannah Montana Pandora Station while we were warming up. Okay, the next thing I have on my list is overpacking for comps, and this is like a tradition, but it's also just like a weird thing I do, I guess. It's like I always bring so much to competition, but I almost always need a weird thing that I brought. Like when I competed with Storm at the NCAA Classic, just at this competition alone, people ate the candy I brought. They used my setting spray, my lipstick, my hairspray, my teasing comb, my makeup wipes, my lotion, my deodorant. Like, people need this stuff. And at one point, my base Shelby, love you Shelby if you're watching this, she was like, Brooke, do you have one white sock? Just one? I was like, yeah, I do. I don't know why, but I had one white sock and I gave it to her so she could wear it to compete. Haven't gotten it back yet, just saying, Shelby. Just kidding, you can keep it. I don't care. This next tradition is probably my favorite one, but it's called Frogress. So, here, wait, let me get the bag tag. Okay, first of all, this ripped off of my Infinity bag and I'm really sad about that. Like, it holds all of my bag tags, almost all of them. This bag tag says, keep making progress. Like, that's an inside joke between me and my friend Lauren. And Lauren is one of my very best friends and we've cheered together for 3 years. So basically, if you know me from cheer, you know that my feet stay together in my back handsprings, but my knees go apart. And this is a really weird problem. I don't know anyone else who has this problem. We do so many drills to keep our feet together, and I'm pretty good about keeping my feet together, but my knees go apart, so it makes me look like a frog. I'll insert a video probably. But I realized this at my old gym where Lauren was, and she was like, you look like a frog. So it became like a joke between our whole team, and then I was doing better one day, so she was like, hey, that's progress. And I was like, progress? Bad joke, but it turned into like a really big thing, I guess. So now everywhere Lauren and I go, we take a Frogress picture, and everyone's always like, what are y'all doing? But we just like sit how I do in my back handsprings, and then we like smile really awkwardly. It's honestly really fun. Like, Lauren's one of my best friends, so I love that we have that tradition. The next thing's a superstition, and that is my lucky socks. I should have gotten them. I'm gonna get them real quick. Okay, I found them. So basically, these are my lucky socks. I got them in the men's section at Forever 21, but I think they're cute. But only one of them is lucky, doesn't matter which one, I just only wear one. For competitions, not practices. That'd be weird. And basically this started because I have to wear an ankle brace, so I wear one just like white ankle sock because that's what you're supposed to wear at competitions. But then you can't see the sock under my ankle brace, and I can't wear a no-show sock under my ankle brace because then it rubs my heel and it hurts. So I always wear this one, and we don't always hit when I wear this, but we never hit when I don't wear this. Okay, next I'm going to talk about superstitions from this year. Witch Lightning, my team this year, has yet to be at a competition, so I don't really know our actual superstitions, but at practices this team has a lot of handshakes. Like, I have a handshake with my friend Claire. I have a handshake with Holly, who was my flyer on Fury, and now she's a tumbler on Lightning, and so we do the exact same one. And I do another handshake with one of our flyers. I knock on wood twice. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, clean, Lightning, and then I knock on wood again in like my starting position. I'll insert a video. But like the girls on my team, like I've told them, I'm like, that's not a handshake, that's literally a dance routine. Like their handshakes are so elaborate, and I think every single person on my team does at least one. So it's kind of crazy, but we always do that. And then also, if you're a cheerleader, before you compete, you probably do like 1, 2, 3, like slap, clean, like slap, get in position, or something like that to where you can get in like your starting position. So we say 5, 6, 7, 8, slap, Lightning, and then like we get into the starting position of our routine. But before we do that, someone says 1, 2, 3, and we say you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, woo. But I really like that we do that. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, I feel like I'm talking really fast because I'm trying to make this video not super long, but I knock on wood all the time. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, our coach will be talking to us after a full out or at the end of a practice and be like, y'all did really good today, like I can definitely see us improving these stunts in the really near future. And I literally just like lean down and like knock on the ground real quick, because I always knock on the floor because there's wood under it. And people probably think I'm like trying to be funny, but I'm honestly not. Like, I'm not laughing when I do it. I literally just like, he's talking to us and I'm like, I knock on wood real quick. And I think it's just become normal for like most of my teammates because I just knock on wood all the time. Anytime someone's like, "We've been stunting so good," like I knock on wood. I knock on wood 4 times before every full out. Like, even if I'm just talking to one of my teammates and I'm like, "We've been doing so good, I feel so good about this season," then I will go somewhere and knock on wood. I feel like I have to knock on wood because I just said that for an example. So yeah, those were all my superstitions and traditions. Honestly, if I didn't do some of these superstitions before my routine, I wouldn't like get it in my head and be like freaking out, but they're fun. I like to do them just in case. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.